Hi, I'm Charu from embodiedtantra.com, and I'm so excited that you're here with me today. We are talking about women's self-pleasuring, and I've talked about it in a couple of past videos where I think a lot of the time we approach ourselves without any real self-awareness, without tenderness, without an intention for nourishment, and oftentimes we treat ourselves, if we are even going to self-pleasure, with a wham bam, thank you ma'am, get me to the orgasm and go mentality. And on April 2nd, 2020, I'm going to be teaching an online event, a women's self-pleasuring experience. And what my intention is with these videos and with that experience is to see how can we expand our view and our experience of pleasure to allow more pleasure in and to just really let pleasure and our sex and sexuality become a deeply nourishing part of our lives. So today what I want to talk to you about is creating a sacred bathing experience for yourself. And if you've already registered for the April 2nd class, this could be a really amazing way to get started with your practice. So maybe you would even do this for yourself before we meet on April 2nd. My kitten thinks it's a good idea. Yes, I know. So what is it to have a sacred bathing experience? Some things are just really simple things that you can add to your bath to make you feel luscious and nourished. So that could be something as simple as adding a few drops of an essential oil that you love the smell of to a bath that you're pouring for yourself. That could mean adding Epsom salts to help soothe stuckness and tension and sore muscles. That could mean, even this one might sound a little strange, but even some baking soda can be sweet. But then we can get into some more really sensual things that you can add, like, of course, you can have candles going like we see in the movies all the time. What if you took the time and the space to have some rose petals and put some rose petals in the bath? You could even buy a gallon of milk and have your bath, also your bath water, filled with milk. It's really good for your skin and so deeply nourishing and feels very luscious and luxurious. And then once you get in this bath that you've made for yourself, I think that some of the number one things that make this feel special and sacred and honoring is I would recommend that before you get in your bath, you have nearby some massage oil, some natural soap, and also you could even use for this like a large measuring cup, but some kind of vessel. It's about like as big as the space between my hands, like this. And if it has a pouring spout, even better. And so if you have those things nearby, then you can use them for these pieces that I'm about to share. So one really sweet thing to do, which you can use oil for, or you can use just soap, is start at your feet and massage your feet, your ankles, up your legs. And as you do, and this might sound cheesy, but I encourage you to give it a try because it really does change everything. What if you were to acknowledge these different parts of your body, talking to the body, letting the body know you're grateful for those toes, you're thankful for the fact that this body has the capacity to move. And if that seems a little bit weird or you're not really sure what to say to your ankle or your leg, even just saying internally or out loud, just I love you. Just every stroke, every massage that you do, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And if it feels silly giving it to yourself, you can use you can imagine what it would feel like for a lover to give this to you. To just really love and tenderly touch and massage every single part of your body, starting from your feet all the way up to your neck, and if you're okay having oil or soap on your face, even up to your face. And even just imagine what it would feel like just to feel that I love you through every part of your body. So sweet. It's really, really sweet and tender and beautiful, rich thing to give to yourself. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your vessel that you have and you're going to fill it with water from the bathtub. And if you can have your chest just uncovered by the water, and you're just going to close your eyes and pour that water just so that you feel it just pouring over your chest. And then you'll fill it again and pour, and fill it again and pour, and fill it again and pour. And ultimately this is going to feel really hypnotic, that just that feeling of the water pouring over this part of your body is going to feel really nourishing and sweet and help your body just go in even more deeply into a state of relaxation and softening. And if you love that and you love the feeling of it, you can do that for any part of the body that you can comfortably reach. So even just doing it on the chest, I think is such a tender and sweet place to do it. But you can also do it over each arm, just several times, that same pouring motion. You could do it over your shoulders, so the water just pours over each shoulder. You could do it over your face, maybe aiming for the third eye or the forehead and then letting it pour over your face. So this is something that you can really indulge in. It's part of what really supports the nervous system and just softening, letting go, and opening. And if we're opening to a night of sensuality and self-pleasuring, this can be a really sweet way to begin. And when you get yourself out of the bath, you want to make sure that you've prepared as sweet and as nourishing as you can. How can you make sure that the room is warm when you get out? Is there something you can do to make sure that and facilitate that for yourself? Could you have some luscious body butter or some oils nearby? And this doesn't have to have a technique, just putting the oils or the body butter over your body. And again, if you have or you like scented oils, maybe putting some scented oil on your palms and breathing it in and then rubbing it in different parts of the body. A lovely way to anoint the body is to do, first with your hands, drink it in, then maybe the wrists, and maybe up in the neck. And then I always like to do this sort of heart center area. You could even do the third eye. So anything where what you're doing is really choosing to bring in and breathe in some sensuality and nourishment as we move the body into a deeply open, relaxed state where we've really been able to let go of what's come before, in the day before, in the week before, where our attention may be pulled outside of ourselves, and we're just starting to recenter, softening and a relaxation, allowing our bodies to open so that when we move into pleasure, we can go even more deeply into it. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope you try it. If you get a chance to try it and you feel open to sharing as a comment how it was for you, I would love that. If you know somebody who you think could use this practice, please share this video with them. And if you are interested in joining our Women's Self-Pleasure event, you can, I'm gonna see if we can put it on the bottom of the screen here, the website to go to, but if that's confusing for you, just write us at info@embodytantra.com and we will get you the link to register. All right, very much looking forward to sharing even more with you, and I hope you enjoy this sensual bathing experience.